Alrighty. Today's topic is I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this, but let me just lay out my thoughts right here. Um, for most of my life, I've had this mindset where, like, I'm very friendly to people, like, no matter what. I'm always, like, overly happy and I'm, like, overly nice and overly tolerant of other people. I've always had this, like, philosophical belief that it is our like sworn duty, it is our purpose to lift one another up. And I absolutely do still believe that. Fucking hell. But I feel like there's some sort of change going on as of late. And I'm not really sure where it's gonna go, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm changing a little bit in that perspective. I don't know, man, because I think it makes sense that a God exists. I believe that. I don't subscribe to any one religion, but religion sort of preach that thing. That thing kind of goes hand in hand with religion, free will, helping others, being sacrificial, those kind of things. But I'm starting to question, like, is that even, like, in what scenarios does it just become too much, dude? Because, I'm in this fight between like when does it become not worth it? Do I just keep pushing on and dealing with people and social situations that I find annoying, or do I just like draw the line? That's the balance that I'm trying to sort of work out right now. Is what is the balance between those things? Because I've realized that I'm not going to be able to get along with everybody, and that there's going to be people that I'm just annoyed with, and that is how it is. And the same goes for me. This isn't just, I'm not like special or anything. Obviously, there's people who will not like me, and we need to both be mutually reciprocating of that. We need to like respect each other in that manner if it comes to that. You know, like I'll be nice to people, but I don't know how much energy I'm going to be able to have. And this is kind of the shift I'm describing, and it hasn't really manifested, but I've just valued alone time so much more recently. I just love being left alone, dude. I have this dorm room to myself, and I can just chill, do homework. I can just do literally whatever I want, and it's heavenly. And it's not going to be like this for long, but it is heavenly. And I'm starting to realize, I'm starting to ask if other people are just a burden on my life. I don't really know the answer to that. Let's take a situation that happened earlier today, for example. So I'm chilling. I'm actually doing homework. I'm studying. All right, and my good friend calls me, and I see this friend every week. We drink together and we talk and we have really good chemistry and it's a lot of fun. But he calls me and he opens up. I pick up, and the first thing he goes, he's like, "Let me keep this very brief." Like, he's only calling me for one thing. Turns out he was on a hike, and he was just walking around, and he was just, like, talking to me about his hike and various other, like, random, not really important things. And this is something that this friend has done for quite a while. He calls me kind of often. And, I never call him because I really don't have much reason to talk to him, except, if I do have a reason to talk to him, in which case I'll text him. But I don't really be calling people like that, but he's a lot more social. So we're talking a little bit, and the minutes tick on, and then he switches the normal call to a video call, and it's like he completely forgot that it was supposed to be brief. And now I really didn't want to be mean to him, and I have a really hard time of like putting my foot down with these things. But I did not want to talk to him. Like, there was nothing important being said. I had work to do, and he was honestly just wasting my time. To put it like brutally, I know it's really mean. And so what I did was I just kind of started to become really dry. Like, I was like looking at the camera and like I was just being dry. One word responses. And this homie, he just keeps talking. And it's like he doesn't even perceive. He probably did. Like I feel really bad about the situation, dude, because what I should have done is just said straight up, like, dude, I'm busy. Like, stop yapping. But I literally just didn't have the heart to do that. And so I stayed complacent and I just was basically silent the whole time, just like trying not to, just like being so disappointed in myself and so annoyed. And I was just like trying to control myself the whole time. It's a situation like that that's kind of jump started this whole contemplation thing. It's like, I love my homies, but dude, there's a time and a place. And like, he called me for no reason, basically. And, you know, he likes talking to me. Like, I entertained him for a little bit because it's like, you know, he wants to talk to me. It feels selfish. It is selfish to want to break it off, and that's just kind of been my mindset, and that's why, and that's the main ideal that's being conflicted, dude. It's like how much do I want to tolerate? You know, I don't know. I've really been contemplating deleting Snapchat, but I can't do that because, well, I feel like I can't do that because like so many people will get mad at me because of the fucking streaks, this stupid ass number, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like I honestly, dude, I just hate the burden of like checking Snapchat multiple times a day and just looking at nothing content that I don't care about. And I've noticed this with YouTube too. Oftentimes I'll click on videos that are just fucking garbage, that are just slop, that have no educational value or like hardly, I guess, entertainment value, but ultimately it's just a waste of my time and I'm going to forget about it anyways. It's just a short-term distraction. So I'm at this turning point, I think, where it's like I want to optimize my life, I guess. And I want to make specific time for my friends when it's appropriate, and I want to be alone the rest of the time, basically. Because I'm in college and I'm locked in and I like doing things by myself. I'm an introvert and I don't really like talking to people a whole lot. And, you know, I guess I'm noticing that about myself. And so that's I don't know. This example was really brutal, man. Like, it's kind of a bigger moment in this arc. Because it's like, dude, I should have hung up, dude. I should have been a dick about it. Even like I should have been nice about it, but even if I should have just been straight up. That's my fault. You know, the homie didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, I just need to express how I feel more, but I'm just such a people pleaser. It's, you know, but at the same time, it's like that's the values that I believe in. It's like, you know, who am I? I don't want to be prideful. I don't want to put myself first, but I don't understand where the limit is between serving yourself and making sure you're okay and also balancing that with helping other people. I just don't know where that line is, and I have never known where to draw on it, and that's just something I've always struggled with. So maybe I'll get something out of this when this arc is complete. Maybe I'll understand that more about myself, and maybe I'll be able to fucking put my foot down and say no, because I'm a pushover in that sense. And I don't know, man. Like, with this friend group, man, like, let's take my older brother. I really admire my older brother. You know, I don't think he knows how much I appreciate him, even though we don't really talk much and we're kind of doing our own things. But the friend group that I'm a part of, like one of the main friend groups that I'm a part of, he was a part of first in middle school. He met everybody in middle school that I hang out with today. And it's like I replaced him because he doesn't really, like we've talked about it, dude, he doesn't really like the friend group, man. And it seems like they don't really like him either. It just seems like, and my sister's had this problem too, where my older sister, who also is kind of wants to hang out with us. Like I've said, this is a big group. There's a big group of people, and we're all supposedly friends. But the dynamics within that doesn't really seem like we're friends, or at least they're friends with my siblings specifically. And I just know. I just think about it, dude. It's like, what do I do with this? I'm put in the middle of a situation where I'm like the middleman. I see both sides because I'm friends. You know, I'm really close with my siblings and I'm really close with these friends. But my siblings and my friends aren't really close with each other, even though we're supposed to be one big friend group. That was, you know, so things are changing, man, and they kind of have deteriorated for a while, and it just sucks kind of being in the middle of this. All right, because I truly do see both sides, and I just want the best for everybody, but I don't think that's gonna happen. because, of our personality. Like, just things about these people just are not compatible in some aspects. And it's stressful, dude. It sucks. It sucks, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it, I don't know who, like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared that, like, I'm going to be a whole different person and not even be, like, friends with these people anymore. I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't know. I just feel like I should just enjoy the time with the homies right now, because there's going to be a day where we all, like, move away or have families, and we're not going to have as much time for each other. This is the youth. This is the time to spend time together. And so I don't know. I really don't think I shouldn't hold grudges either. I shouldn't, I don't know what to do, man. I should just love the homies, right? Like, that's like the ideal worldview, right? Is just to love everything and everybody unconditionally, but humans are ultimately super flawed, and I don't really know how to do that. I just, I'm getting to a point where it's like I can't make time for everybody, and I can't love everybody. And there's been times where I've had, like, friends and they call me and they just rant to me, and then, like, we don't stay friends because I contribute nothing. I'm just like the vent piece. I don't know. I don't know. Those are kind of my rambled thoughts. I'll figure out what to call this. But god damn, I'm lost. Hope y'all figure it out, though. All right. Have fun.